Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Once again, they run with Mixon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Mixon with a first down carry. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. The Raiders had 10-3 on the year, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Carr. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. This defense for the Broncos, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
But 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Going for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jackson on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Pulled in at the 24. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure, they got him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first two drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. This goes out wide from Mixon. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum? I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Now it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, not able to believe their good fortune probably. 1st and goal at the 2. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Mixon will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. To throw is Jackson. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. His throw incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Carr going to throw. He's got his tight end pitch complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Throwing on first down is Carr. This will be caught downfield by Marshall. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Running left, it's Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson will throw again. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
From the 25 on second down, Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson now. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw again is Jackson. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. Jackson. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Back to throw again. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
They'll run with Sanders, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Raiders 20, Broncos 7.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. On second and a yard. Carr got this complete to the tight end Pitts. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Play action. Now it's Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Carr to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Joe Mixon
with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list.
And the Raiders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Carr, a quick throw. It's complete.
Touchdown, Raiders!
Jamar Chase
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Raiders extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
The touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. Jackson got his target, Samuel, finding room at midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, Mixon. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short. Fourth down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start first and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on first down. And keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Carr going to look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field.
And my goodness, another interception. Garrett Stingley picks it. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that really